those kids are out, so... Freaking kids. I hate apartment living.
Tonight, hey, Billy, I knew.
This week in audio drama reviews, we are looking at Moon Base Theta Out by Monkeyman Productions. And just as a really quick aside here, I'm surprised nobody has been lobbying for this name, like Monkeyman Productions. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it seems like there should be a line like 5 blocks long full of people who are willing to fist fight to the death so they could all have the name Monkeyman Productions, because Monkeyman, you know? It makes me laugh. I don't know, maybe that's just me. At the time of this recording, Moon Base Theta Out has 2 seasons. But according to Monkeyman Productions' Twitter page, Season 3 is currently in production. I don't know what the timetable is on the release of Season 3. For all I know, I'm probably going to be uploading this to YouTube, and as I'm uploading it, they probably start putting out episodes of Season 3 specifically in order to make me look stupid. I mean, that's what the Godpunks did with chapters after Chapter 3, but I'm not going to go there. Season 1 of Moon Base Theta Out is basically a one-man production. It's the story of Roger Fisher, who is currently communicating with the base down on Earth to get things like supplies and updates on the timetable for decommissioning Moon Base Theta, etc., etc. Unfortunately, as the audio drama progresses, we start to notice that something is askew. They never really allude to what's going on down on Earth, and rightfully so, the story is set on Moon Base Theta. Moon Base Theta's only contact with Earth is a certain, government office of some sort. Mission Control, for lack of a better term. And Mission Control isn't exactly the most reliable people on Earth, I am gathering. The episodes are pretty short, honestly. I didn't put a stopwatch on it or anything, but I would say your average Season 1 episode of Moon Base Theta Out is I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe less on average. That, again, I didn't put a stopwatch on it, so I don't really know. But the episodes are pretty short. You could probably blow through the entirety of Season 1 in about 2 hours tops. Whether that's a good thing or not is entirely up to you. I kinda like longer episodes where I get a lot more invested in the characters and a lot of the atmosphere, but considering it's a one-man show where you only get one character's perspective and there's no background music, it's literally just him talking into a microphone and just giving you updates on the goings-on of Moon Base Theta, it's probably for the best that they kept it short in Season 1. Then we get to Season 2, and Season 2 gets a little more interesting, and only partly because more people join the cast. Season 2 is basically the same story as Season 1, but for the most part it is told through the perspective of all the other crew members, like Wilder and Nessa and Miguel, and perhaps my personal favorite of the entire crew, Ashwini. I mean, even the name is kind of... I mean, I'm not doubting it's a legit name, but it's kind of one of those things where it's kind of hard to take you seriously as a mad scientist if your name is Ashwini. I don't know. I honestly think Season 2 is the better of the 2 seasons. Now, and I'm not saying I hate Season 1. I liked Season 1 well enough. I thought the story was interesting and all, but there's just something about having multiple voices and having multiple characters telling a story that honestly appeals to me more personally. Admittedly, yes, some of the actors aren't as good as others. I mean, Ashwini is fine for the character he's playing. Roger is fine. Nessa is adequate. You know, some characters are definitely better than others. Of course, I say this knowing full well that last week's review was the Rise of King Silas, and yes, first of all, it's A Silas, not O Silas, like I originally thought. In my defense, I think whoever was narrating, or maybe it was my screen reader tech or whatever, something went wrong in that process, and that's the only apology I'm willing to make around that Silas review. But, you know, as I was trying to say earlier, the Rise of King Silas, the acting was so bad that it's officially become the new, milestone, for lack of a better term. It's the new standard for awful, and Moon Base Theta doesn't even come close. As I said, some actors are better than others, but when the measuring stick for bad acting is all the way over here in last week's review of The Rise of King Asilas, you have to go out of your way to be a bad actor, in my book now. There is one other thing I do want to bring up, and I have a feeling if I do bring it up, it's going to generate all the hate from the snowflakes, but, you know, I don't even care anymore. So let's just get it out of the way and out in the open. Everybody in this show uses gender-neutral pronouns, and it's not even because they identify as gender-neutral. It's because the military tells them they have to do it or else, and, you know, I'm just going to be honest, I don't hate the people who use the gender-neutral pronouns. I mean, whatever makes you happy, I guess, but don't expect me to understand why. The whole gender-neutral, gender-queer thing just goes over my head. Then we get to the story where it's like it's a military mandate that they have to use gender-neutral pronouns, and they never really give a reason for why. And I don't know, it's just kind of something that bugs the crap out of me, because there's a lot of like zlur and zlee and zay and zerva drurba dooba whatever, you know, just there's no logical reason for this. I don't know, man, this is probably something we don't have to worry about until we actually get to 2098, when all the genders are accepted and there's no more strife regarding who you choose to love, etc., etc. And all these complaints are clearly coming from a guy who grew up in the 1990s when, you know, gay, straight, or bi was as complicated as your sexual orientation ever got. But hey, maybe the whole gender-neutral thing doesn't bother you. It barely bothers me, personally, but suppose it's not an issue with you. Is Moon Base Theta worth listening to? I would say yes. It is actually a really good audio drama, and I would highly recommend it. Overall, I give it a solid 3 hats out of 4. And that's going to do it for this week's audio drama review. Be sure to come back next time for more Tommy Teal Hat flavored goodness. Till then, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring-a-ding the bell to show you mean it. Check out the audio drama playlist for more audio drama reviews, and really just the channel in general for more Tommy Teal Hat content. Until next time, y'all. Yeah, I'm adding y'all to the catchphrase now, I guess. Whatever.